Hey friends, it's Nadine from the Maker's Heart Studio, and thank you for coming. It's November 25th. We have a couple more days before Thanksgiving, and I am so grateful for so many things. Can't wait to celebrate and thank God. In the meantime, I want to show you guys what a little hack that I am using with the printables from Open Journey Kit. Now, if you don't know that she has a kit out, and the kit is called Prayer of the Heart. You can get the physical kit on Etsy on her Etsy store, and she also gives you printables. Now, when you go through the printables, when you do get your printables, because I promise you, you should get them, you would see a folder that says background printables. And I just rediscovered them per se as I was looking to start journaling in my study. So this, as I showed you guys, is my study binder for the kits. And I had decided to separate my book in half and just tuck in my own blank, paper in there. And this is my own blank paper in there. And I have no idea why it's shorter than the book itself. I must have cut it. I don't know why. And punch some holes in there. And I was going to just, use that to do my devotions on and all that good stuff. Until this morning, I stumbled across backgrounds again. So what are backgrounds? So backgrounds are just 8.5 and 11 artwork that she provides within the kit. And it's just, whatever her heart puts on there, just stuff that you can use. And I decided to print them all out on this paper with the intentions of, let me tell you guys, cutting them to size like this, punching holes, and using them instead of my just plain white paper. Now, you don't have to do this. I'm just telling you that this comes in really handy if you're busy like me and you don't know how to do an ink stain. And I'm sure it's not hard to do, but if you don't have time to do an ink stain, this really comes in handy. Plus, this can be just like your base, and you can add other things on there like glitter or your own artwork and stuff. It just makes a really nice base, and you're not working with a blank paper. And for me, it means a lot because now I could do some stamps. I can write on there. I can draw on there. And just so you know, as I always say, my printer and my ink is not the best quality. So if you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, this is kind of washy, it really does look a bit washy only because my ink is subscription ink and it's not the best quality ink. So this is kind of like what I do. And I printed it double-sided. Yeah. So I'm going to show you guys. Stay tuned for a video of how I did it. So let me put it in there. So take a look. Any questions, let me know. Here's how I print out my background printables from Open Journey background files. Choose the first file you want to use. I'm choosing the pretty ink washed out one, and then I'm going to drag another on the desktop just to make sure that it's easy to drag. And I choose thumbnails. And now from my file, I'm just adding them to the thumbnail section. I'm going to add an even number because I want to print double-sided. So double-sided, you don't want to have 5, otherwise one is not going to be printed on the other side. Now I'm just going to rearrange the background images so that I'll have different, a different design, or create whatever design I want to be on the other side. So in this case, the pray is going to be behind that really nice colorful ink washed out paper. So now I go to my print settings and I'm going to print copies double-sided. I'm going to go to copies per page 2, and I'm going to click fill the paper. This way I would not have any white edges. I'm going to check them to make sure that they're okay, and then I'm going to hit print, and that's it. Now I want to show you guys how I blew up the phone. So I'm going to get that printable out. And this is not the printable that I used. You can use anyone. You can do this with anyone, but I want to show you the phone because I love the phone. So I'm going to open my print settings again and select that is the one that I'm going to print. So now I'm going to blow up to, I'm trying to get to 175. I think that's 150, 175. Oops, that's 1175. Let's go down a bit. That's too big, but it's kind of cool though, right? So 175 will give me the phone really large, but this is on 8.5 and 11, and most of my work isn't done on such a big scale. So I'm going to hit copies per page 2, and then I'm going to blow it up again. And you could see that it's going to be 2 copies of the phone that's going to be really large on this 8.5 and 11. And that's basically how I do it. Any questions? Let me know. Okay, so I hope that video was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, as I said, please ask me. And during the break, I took the opportunity to cut my pages down to size. So I just simply pulled out one of the pages I already had in there, or you can just pull out the booklet itself. And I'm going to replace my paper with the already designed paper. And you see I have a lot of space, a lot of white space that I can write on. Let me just take, I think I had 2 in here. Yeah. And it just matches perfectly. I'm going to be really careful this time in how I am going to be taking these out, because the last time everything fell out, which is why I'm going to be opening and closing. So sorry about that. And I can go matchy. For example, I can do this. You know, we already have this, but I'm figuring, I don't know. I'm just going to lay this here for a second, only because I just want to get it in the binder, right? And I'm going to take this out, and I could use this one here. And it just so happens that everything just flows. Isn't that just beautiful? I don't have to worry about decorating my paper. Now remember, this is just for me. I'm just doing this because I don't have time to decorate my paper as much as I'd want to, you know. I think, let me see, maybe this is this way. It's upside down, and it's okay if it's upside down, you know. It doesn't matter. So I think I have maybe one more to go there. And I still have this much left that I can punch holes in. And they are still double-sided decorated. I still have my phone there that I love that I'm going to keep. You can make an envelope with this. I have the smaller one. And of course, I told you guys, you can print this out 4 or 8 or 16 per sheet. Get like nice little squares, and like, you know, for Thanksgiving you can like write a little note. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful, especially if you you know, use a hard cardstock. I don't know, I'm just in love with this phone, which is why I'm always showing you the phone. I love the phone so much. And maybe I'm going to show you guys a bunch of little phones that I printed out on cardstock. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to punch a hole in a couple more of these to fill this up. And that's it, guys. Hey friends, this is Nadine from the Maker's Heart Studio. If you love what you see, please subscribe, share with your friends, and thank you for watching.